the bicep might be a strong point for some people, it can be a weak point for others. Of course, genetic plays a big part in bodybuilding. But let's say you are not genetically gifted and still want to see good gains and you are willing to put in the hard work. Well, today I'll try to simplify everything you need to know about the bicep muscle. Before we get into the video, make sure you click the subscribe button and notification bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos on this channel. So the bicep muscle consists of the long head and the short head. The short head of the bicep brachii is on the medial side, while the long head is on the lateral side. It is good to know which one is lagging so that you can emphasize on it more when training. Another important muscle people usually forget is called the brachialis. It lies deep to the bicep brachii and helps in the elbow flexion, meaning the curling movement of the arm up and down. If trained well, it can create the illusion of a bigger bicep from the side. Now that we have an idea of the bicep, let's start with the long head. We are going to use an incline bench and a pair of dumbbells. Make sure your feet rests on a platform to take a full advantage of the motion. When it comes to curling, focus on putting as much tension as possible on the bicep by slowing down the tempo. By doing this, you will make a huge damage to the muscle even more, which results in a decent growth. Another alternative exercise you can do is also the standing barbell curl. The good thing about the standing is that you can load more weights compared to the seated one. The second one on the list is the short head. A key point for this exercise is to position your upper arms and chest against the preacher bench pad while holding the bar at shoulder length. Once you start curling, make sure you slow down the motion, meaning you can count 2 to 4 seconds for both the positive and the negative state. This will enable you to keep more tension on the muscle. The top of the movement is also important in this exercise, so curl fully at the end. Keep performing the exercise until you reach your target rep count. One of my favorite exercises for targeting the brachialis is the hammer curls. You can do it while standing. I can't lie though, I tend to swing more when standing compared to seated. First, we start by modifying the grip by holding the end of the dumbbell to create more resistance for the brachialis muscle when curling. Press the upper arm against the leg when performing the exercise because it will help prevent swinging of the arm during the process of curling, which will result to a greater activation for the brachial muscle. Slowing down on the negatives is also another way to isolate the brachialis. Pro tip for this one is to do weights that you can do with many repetitions, mostly aiming from 12 to 15 to completely fatigue the muscle. As for the sets and repetitions, a good range to start with is 3 sets of each 10 to 12 repetitions. You can change the sets and repetitions once you feel you've adapted. You can either increase the sets to 4 or even do a progressive overload, which we will cover in future videos. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment below what you find useful. As always, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.